Hello students, in this video let us discuss dipole moment of some organic molecules. So actually dipole moment is defined as a product of charge and distance. Okay, E and D is the magnitude of the charge on the positive pole and negative pole. Okay, so D is the distance between the centers of the positive and negative charges. So here in this case B is the more electronegative atom. So here the direction of the bonding electrons towards element B. For suppose if B is a more electronegative atom. So here in this case there is a charge separation. So as a result here negative pole is developed, positive pole is developed. So this molecule is a polar molecule. The extent of polarity is expressed in terms of the dipole moment. It is just a quantity. Higher the dipole moment, higher the extent of the polarity. So actually for diatomic molecule it is a simple formula you can use. For polyatomic molecules we can use this formula. So here in this case it is a polyatomic molecule. Here this bond has a one specific dipole moment. This bond has a specific dipole moment. Now here between these two there is an angle. So generally here dipole moment is a vector quantity. It has specific direction, specific magnitude. That's why you can use this formula. So resultant dipole moment equals to mu1 square plus mu2 square plus 2 mu1 mu2 cos theta. So as a result dipole moment is directly proportional to cos theta. That means here inversely proportional to theta. So with increasing angle between the bonds dipole moment decreases. So let us discuss some examples. So for suppose it is a specific angle is there. So here in this case for suppose if these two atoms are exactly present in a linear, that means here bond angle 180. So here it's a B is more electronegative, here also B is more electronegative. So it's a dipole moment mu, it's dipole moment mu, but here opposite direction. So because of the opposite direction, dipole moments of each bonds cancel each other. So the resultant dipole moment equals to 0. Okay. So for this one, resultant dipole moment is not equals to 0. Okay, because here these two bonds are not exactly opposite. So here in this case, this is one of the important tool for deciding the dipole moment of some specific molecules. Okay, so finally it is a product of the charge and distance. So here first example is so if a molecule having a regular geometry, all those are the non-polar molecules, CH4, C2H6, ethylene molecule, and this one acetylene molecule, C6H6 benzene, CCl4, naphthalene, anthracene. For all these molecules dipole moment equals to 0. These are the non-polar molecules. Next here see this one CH3F, CH3Cl, CH3Br. Of course here all these molecules have the tetrahedral geometry, but here in this case bond moments are not cancel each other because here carbon iodine carbon hydrogen bonds polarity can not cancel each other. So in this case here the higher the electronegative difference, generally higher the dipole moment. So here more negative charge, more magnitude of the negative charge, here more magnitude of the positive charge. So this one must have the higher dipole moment, but in this case because of the shorter bond, okay, this is a short bond length carbon fluorine. So your CH3Cl has a higher dipole moment than the CH3F. It is a one different dipole moment order. CH3Br and CH3I. Of course here carbon iodine bond is a longer bond, D is a higher, but here the polarity of this carbon iodine bond is very less. The magnitude of the negative charge here, magnitude of the positive charge very negligible. So that's why here product of charge and distance is very less. Here in this case product of the charge and distance somewhat lesser than the CH3Cl because of the short bond length of the 2p carbon here 2p fluorine atom. That's it. Okay, this is also previous question, it's the important one. So now here generally cyclohexyl chloride and chlorobenzene. So in this case this is sp3 carbon, here chlorine, here sp2 carbon. So here this bond length is lesser. So here in this case this carbon sp2 carbon somewhat electronegative. This sp3 carbon is a less electronegative. So here more electronic difference and longer the bond length. This one has a higher bond length. Of course we can say here in this case there is a resonance. As a result of the resonance that carbon chlorine bond length decreases very much. So as a result, dipole moment decreases for this chlorobenzene as a cyclohexyl chloride. And here sp2 carbon, that means here sp2 hybrid orbital, this is the chlorine p orbital. So these are distance. For suppose for sp3 carbon, higher the longevity, sp3 carbon, this chlorine is the sp2 carbon. Okay, here sp3 hybrid orbital, here sp2, sorry, here p orbital of the chlorine. So higher the bond length. And now here this sp3 carbon is somewhat less alkylated. So here there is a more charge separation. This chlorine attracts the more bonding electrons towards itself. Okay, but here sp2 carbon somewhat alkylated. So this chlorine cannot attract the bonding electrons towards itself. So here the very less extent of the negative charge created. Here more extent of the negative charge created. Here more positive charge is created. So here charge increases and distance is higher. So as a result, the product higher for this one. So of course we can say we can apply the same concept for the phenyl and methyl alcohol. Okay, here in this case also methyl alcohol has higher dipole moment. And next year the same concept you can apply furtherly. See this one. This is the sp3 carbon. So it is the sp2 carbon. Here sp carbon. So here carbon with increasing s character, electronegativity increases. So here dipole moment actually decreases because here less electronegative. Here it's more electronegative. Here electronegativity increases. Here also more electronegative atom. This is somewhat more electronegative than the nitrogen. That means here that carbon chlorine bond is a very less polar because of the very less electronegative difference. But here more electronegativity difference because sp3 carbon is a very less electronegative carbon. And here higher the bond length. Here in this case sp carbon, this is the p carbon, very shorter bond. That's why bond length decreases for this molecule. So of course here dipole moment decreases. So in this case for vinyl molecule, that means ethyl molecule, its dipole moment equals to 0. Its dipole moment not equals to 0. Okay, but in this case this one we can take this one is a higher dipole moment. So why? Because here the polarity increases because of the conjugation. Here polarity increases like CH3 plus, here CH double bond, here O minus, here H. So by the conjugation of this pi electrons, the magnitude of the negative charge on the oxygen increases. So by withdrawing nature of this aldehyde group, magnitude of the positive charge increases. So as a result, this one has a higher dipole moment than the formaldehyde. Of course, this one molecule has a 0 dipole moment. And some more molecules we can see here. CH4 molecule, CCr4 molecule, 0 for this molecules dipole moment. And CHCl3, CH2Cl, CH3Cl. So this one has a higher dipole moment. Okay. So of course here in this case here there is some cancellation of the carbon chlorine dipole moments. Okay. Of course that has a shape like this. Cl here, Cl here, Cl tetrahedral. This one also shaped like that. So here some dipole moment of the all bonds cancel each other. So here that's why CH3Cl the higher dipole moment is also previous JEE main question. Next here coming to this alkenes. So here this is a trans. The chlorine is a more alkylative. So here because this dipole moment towards chlorine, this dipole moment towards chlorine. So exactly opposite each other. So dipole moment for this molecule 0, that is a trans. And for this one, both are in a cis position towards chlorine, here towards chlorine. Okay, actually here in this case there is a theta actually. Now here towards the chlorine, here towards chlorine. So there is a theta. So here in this case, this theta is smaller than this one. Okay. So here in this case, this one is the higher dipole moment. This angle between these two bonds, angle is less than the angle between these two bonds. Okay. So next here in this case, this is a trans isomer, this is a cis isomer. Here in this case, trans isomer has a higher dipole moment. Why? Because this carbon chlorine attract the bonding electrons. This carbon and this carbon is the sp3 carbon, this carbon is the sp2 carbon. sp2 carbon is more alkylative. So in this case here, the dipole moment of these two bonds in the same direction. So here addition, that means addition of these two dipole moments. So that's why this one has a higher dipole moment than this one. Okay. So because in this case here theta is 0 degree. Here in this case towards this carbon and towards this chlorine. So there is some specific angle here. In this case, the dipole moment less than this one. Okay, so there is an addition actually. So that's why here in this case, this sp3 carbon, sp2 carbon, the bonding occurs direction towards sp2 carbon, here towards chlorine. So those two are in the same direction. As a result, here the dipole moment is added. So next here, this one actually here less polar molecule. So because in a polar form, this one attains anti-aromatic nature. So in polar form, it attains anti-aromatic nature. That's why it has a very less extent of the polarity. But its polar form has a aromatic nature. O minus here plus this pi 1. So polar form has an aromatic nature. So it is more stable in this polar form. So that means here more charge separation. That O minus here, the more extent of the negative charge, here more extent of the positive charge, because it is stable in this polar form, that has an aromatic nature. But here in this case, this molecule has very less stability, because that ring has a anti-aromatic nature, so it has a less polarity. There is a less separation of the charges. But of course here this molecule has some extent of the polarity. Okay, because in this case this one does not attain anti-aromatic nature or aromatic nature. So when compared with this one, this polar form slightly more stable. That's why here this one has a higher dipole moment, second, and the least dipole moment for this molecule. And next here, let us discuss this one. Naphthalene is a symmetrical molecule. Azulene is an unsymmetrical molecule. These two compounds have the same molecular formula, but this azulene has a higher dipole moment. Okay. Of course, here in this case, it is present in ionic form. In ionic form, both rings are aromatic in nature. Negative charge, here in this case, pi bond, here positive charge. This is the 6 pair crowns aromatic ring. This is 6 pair crowns aromatic ring. So in the ionic form, both rings have aromatic nature. That's why it is stable in ionic form. That means here, this dipole moment not equals to 0. It is a polar molecule. This is a non-polar molecule. That's it. And next in this case, dichloroethane, and this is ethane. So in this case, dichloroethane has some specific dipole moment, because that actually present in a anti-conformation and Gauge conformation. Of course, here anti-conformation dipole moment is 0, but for Gauge conformation and dipole moment is not equals to 0. So for this one not equals to 0, for this one dipole moment equals to 0. But in this case here, not only this anti-form is exist, this Gauge form is also exist. That's why here finally this one has some specific dipole moment. Okay. So in this case we can see the dipole moment of this dichloro benzene. Okay. So in this case exactly opposite in direction. So here towards chlorine, dipole moment towards chlorine. So cancel each other. So dipole moment equals to 0. Now in this case towards chlorine, here towards chlorine. Here theta is 120 degrees. Here in this case towards chlorine, theta is 60 degrees. That means here dipole moment decreases gradually. For this molecule dipole moment 0, for this molecule dipole moment 0, for this molecule dipole moment is 0. It is symmetrical molecule. Okay. The resultant dipole moment of these two bonds is cancelled by this bond. Of course here these two are cancelled, so dipole moment is 0 for this one, because those have same nature. But here in this case chlorine withdrawing group, okay, and CH3 donating group, so sp3 carbon, sp2 carbon. So here theta is 120 degrees. Here in this case chlorine, here in this case CH3 donating, so here the angle theta is 60 degrees. Now in this case chlorine attracting, CH3 also donating, so these are the two parallel directions, theta equals to 0 degree. That means in this case here bond angle decreases from left to right. So here in this case dipole moment increases actually. Okay. Of course, angle here decreases, not the bond angle. Okay, that's it. Next, in this case, we can see that NO2 is of course withdrawing group, and CCl2 chlorine is a more alkyl, so same nature. But here in this case, actually here towards the NO2 group and towards chlorine, so theta is 60 degrees. Here in this case towards NO2, here towards chlorine, so theta is 120 degrees, here theta is 180 degrees. Okay, but in this case here dipole moment very less, because here some extent of the dipole moment cancel each other because opposite in direction. So again here in this case dipole moment value decreases, but this one also has some specific dipole moment. But for this molecule dipole moment 0, because the same atoms are situated exactly opposite. Okay. And next here you can see the one molecule here. This CH3, this CH3 are exactly opposite, so the dipole moment of these two bonds cancel each other. So the resultant dipole moment because of this NO2. Okay. Next here in this case towards benzening, and NO2 is a withdrawing group. So here the total, that all dipole moments in the same direction. So this one has a higher dipole moment. And here coming to this one, so actually here this one carbon carbon, this is the carbon carbon, it is a less polar bond. Here carbon chlorine, this carbon chlorine bonds are the more polar. Okay, so here in this, between these two, this one has a higher dipole moment actually. So next here in this case this oxygen, the OH minus I group, this one NO2 minus I group. So but here in this case here these bonds are more polar bonds when compared with the carbon chlorine bonds. That's why here more polar bonds, here more the dipole moment. Okay, next here coming to this one, here cyclohexane cis isomer. So you can write the child conformation for this one. So here in this case cis isomer means here upward direction, this one upward direction. So cis isomer, for this one actually trans, so that means here downward direction, this one upward direction. So here exactly opposite each other, so it's a dipole moment cancel each other. But in this case here upward direction, this one is a downward direction, this one is the upward direction, trans isomer. Or we can write like this here, so upward direction, this is a downward direction, so exactly opposite each other. So dipole moment for this one 0. Okay, that's it. So finally let us discuss the dipole moment of these molecules. Okay, so here in this case CN molecule means here C triple bond N, here C triple bond N towards CN, towards CN. So exactly cancel each other. Of course here CH3 towards benzene, here towards benzene, exactly opposite, 0 0 for this one. Now here for these molecules dipole moment not equals to 0. Here NO2 is there, here NO2 is there. So its dipole moment is 0, because in this case oxygen oxygen, here nitrogen oxygen, here oxygen. So towards two oxygen atoms, towards two oxygen atoms, so exactly opposite direction dipole moment is cancel each other. But here for these molecules dipole moment is not equals to 0, because in this case these molecules are exist in a two conformations like this one. Okay, it's a one conformation, and this one OH, this is OH. You can see in this case here, this is a lone pair, this is a lone pair. The lone pair, this is a lone pair. So in this case towards lone pair, here also towards lone pair. These two are exactly opposite. For this conformation dipole moment equals to 0. But here in this case towards this lone pair, toward this lone pair. So total the resultant direction in a one direction, in the same direction. So for this conformation dipole moment not equals to 0. It means actually this molecule exists in both conformations. Of course for this conformation resultant dipole moment 0. For this conformation resultant dipole moment not equals to 0. But this molecule exists in both conformation. That's why overall the compound dipole moment not equals to 0. Okay. If it is oxygen or sulfur, okay, this one SH not equals to 0, OH not equals to 0, or OH or OCH3, okay, we can take OCH3 also. This one also has some specific dipole moment. Now this one also same, this dicarbaldehyde. So benzene here, C double bond OH, C double bond OH. So this is one conformation for the molecule. And next here we can write the another conformation for this one. C here double bond OH. Of course for this conformation dipole moment equals to 0. But for this conformation dipole moment not equals to 0. But this molecule exists in both conformations, so that results some specific dipole moment for this molecule. Okay, either it is a ketone or either it is a ester group. Okay, it has a specific dipole moment. Okay, even though those groups are exactly present at 1 and 4 positions. So this also in 2013, I think 2014 JEE mains question. Okay, thank you for watching.